In this video, guys, we're going to look at focusing on the I to improve your trading. Hey traders, warm welcome to you. Thank you for joining me. Okay, so what I mean by focusing on the I to improve in trading, this is all about you, our I, and you're talking to yourself. Now, very rarely do we find something that has a crossover between operations and self-talk. Now, what I mean by operations in trading is the actual execution of the strategy, the building of the strategy, the analyzing of the chart, the kind of stuff you do in front of the screen. And then the self-talk is really on the side of psychology, it's on the side of discipline, it's on the side of mindset, it's on that field. Now, very often we talk about something that's actually one or the other. We're talking about setup, we're talking about strategy, we're talking about price action, volume, whatever. We're talking about discipline, we're talking about focus, we're talking about attitude. Now this here, focusing on the I, spreads across both of these. So what do I actually mean by focusing on the I to improve your trading? Now the first thing is with operations. Do not blame anybody but yourself for your trading. However, this is where the crossover comes. What you don't want to do is blame yourself so much and say, I'm so rubbish, I'm a bad trader, because then we're crossing over into the self-talk that we don't want to do. So let me explain what I mean. So we have to take full responsibility for our trading, right? There are people out there who are trading the same strategy, the same setup as another person. One person's making 250K a year, one person's making 0 a year. Okay, this is down to the person. And so whilst that's an extreme example, the idea is that you need to take full responsibility for your trading. 0 deferring of responsibility, 0 shifting of responsibility. It's I. I am taking this setup, the way I execute it, my risk management, my approach, my read of the market, my pulling the trigger, etc. Now, the caveat to that is this. When you take full responsibility for your trading, magical things, for want of a better word, start to happen. You start to stop blaming market conditions. You stop blaming the other participants. You stop blaming anything but yourself. You recognize you have full control over your trading. You recognize you don't have full control over your results, but you do over your actions in the market. And that becomes such a powerful thing. Now, what we've got to be careful of, and this is where that parallel comes in, is that your self-talk doesn't shift, or perhaps it is already, into negative self-talk. Okay, it's like, I can't do this, I'm always losing money, my account is bad, I'm a bad trader, I'm this, I'm that, I shouldn't have done this, I should have done that. That's when you don't want to shift into this. So when you focus on the I, you focus on the responsibility, but you make sure that you're always talking positively. Now, I'm not going to stand up here and say, hey, you know what, if you just talk positively and you just dream this and dream that, then it will happen. Listen, the realistic world is you need both. You need the good operations side of stuff. You actually have to do the work, and you have to have the positive aspect of it. You have to have the positive outlook, the positive self-talk. If you don't have that mixture, then you don't get to what you want to get, which is ultimately what we all want to get as traders, is more cash, right? Whether that's consistency, whether it's better trades, whatever. So focusing on the I, the first step is this. You are always taking responsibility for your own trading. Okay, you never allow yourself to blame anybody, even if it was your broker's fault, even if it was the market's fault. It's always you. You decided to make the trade, you decided to do that. Once you've accepted that, now we move on to step 2, which is the self-talk. Assuming that you're already in this phase, watching very carefully how you talk to yourself. And actually, you know what, if you spend a week doing this, you will be surprised how brutal you probably are with yourself. We are our worst critics. As traders, we have this drive and this determination and this high standard that we set ourselves to. And very often when we don't get to it, we're very harsh on ourselves. So whilst we focus on the I operations, we need to look at ourselves with the eye and say, hey, you know what? I'm working hard at this. I'm putting in the time and the effort. I'm doing the right thing. I'm making progress. These are all good things to say rather than beating yourself up about it. So that's the second step, is to monitor your self-talk and see how brutal you've been. Now, the third step is to shift that, to shift this whole thing so it comes into a big full circle and works in harmony. So you accept responsibility for your actions, focusing on the I, and your self-talk is positive and it's conducive to giving you that long-term success. Now, why this video is done like this is because it's a very simple thing to remember. If you're one of those traders who wants to improve, but you've got all these checklists and this and that and the other to remember, just focusing back on this, focusing on the I, and then remembering operations and self-talk will help you automatically trigger that mindset and say, hey, I'm focused on the I, right, taking full responsibility, doing the self-talk. It then helps you push to becoming the trader you want to become. It's a simple trigger mechanism. It's a very simple kind of thing that you can just think of straight away that will automatically lead you to this, and hopefully will lead you to improvement, and then you can take more steps and more steps and more steps and go further down the path of improvement, of profitability, of consistency, whatever you're trying to achieve out there in your trading. So guys, try that. Let me know how you get in the comment section below, focusing on the I to improve your trading. See you next one, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.